I wanted to show you this. So here at the Smart Prince, instead of putting all the amenities in your room, they just have them down here. It's such a smart idea. And they even have nightwear. Ohayou gozaimasu. Good morning. It's Takubin. Takubin is great. Takubin is a delivery service. Used to be able, well, I used to, when I lived here, at the airport, you could use Takubin to have your luggage delivered from the airport to your house. Because, you know, you're traveling by train, the Narita Express, and then I usually had to change to another train, possibly even more than one, to get to my apartment. So you just drop it off at Takubin. They deliver it the next day, but they deliver lots of things. Anyway, good morning. Today is Monday, February 3rd, here in Kyoto. I'm on my way to breakfast. And then I'm going to go to Arashiyama. Now, I have to apologize to everybody because in my previous videos I've been calling it Arashimaya. I finally got the name right. Arashiyama. Now this is a little tofu shop. Squirrel. So I'm going to Arashiyama, which is, you know, it's up there, like the top 5 places that people go. I noticed yesterday, I was walking on Teramachi Dori, and it seemed a lot less crowded. So I'm hoping that this past week was like the heavy Lunar New Year crowd, and possibly they've all left. I don't know. I'm hoping. I'm all over the place already in this video. So I'm going to breakfast. I'm going to take the bus to Arashiyama. I'm going to look for the rickshaw. It's supposed to be right there at the bridge when you get to Arashiyama. I'm going to do a rickshaw tour, 30 minutes. And then go back to the onsen / sento. Jury is still out, whether it's an onsen or a sento. I think it's a combo. We'll just call it a fancy sento. A sento is a public bath, and before, you know, a lot of people didn't have bathtubs in their homes, so they would go to the sento, take a hot bath. Onsen is a hot spring. So this place kind of has characteristics of both. It definitely has hot springs. There were 2 pools that were fed by hot springs. They're outdoors. And then inside, there's a hot communal bath. So it's a fancy sento. or it's a combo. So I want to go there, soak again, see if I can get a scrub. They have this Korean scrub supposedly, but I couldn't find anything on the website, so we'll see. That's the plan for today. So I have to warn you, I have the hiccups. Me and the hiccups do not have a good history. I've had this since I was 17, I think was the first time. My parents took me to the emergency room because I had the hiccups for 3 days. And my mom didn't make anything things better. Told me that somebody died of the hiccups. So I get them. Fortunately, not that often. It can happen once every 5 or 10 years. But when it does happen, it's horrible. And I'm stuck with them for 2 or 3 days. They'll stop. So I woke up in the middle of the night. They started. I sat there in my bed, unable to sleep, arguing with people on Facebook about you know what. And then finally they stopped. I was exhausted. I fell asleep. I slept for a couple more hours. And then they started again and woke me up. And now I have them. It's going to be worse after I eat. But I have to eat. So I have the hiccups. And I will be hiccuping on my videos for the next few days. You're not hearing me right now because I'm able to stop talking, and it's just like a little spasm. Anyway, warning to you, viewer. I have medicine that I can take. It's called baclofen. It's like a really strong muscle relaxer. It's at home in my medicine cabinet, and I doubt that I can get it here. I'd probably have to see a doctor, and I don't know that they could even prescribe it because Japan has pretty strict controls on certain types of medicine. All right, so I'm coming up on Yayoghen. I just had my horrible coffee. It was even worse this morning than usual. I think I got the bottom of the pot or something. So I had my horrible coffee at my hotel. It's such a funny system. You go up and you order. There was one guy. It's a different person every day. There's one guy. I was there. I said, I just want coffee. He didn't even bother. They print out a little ticket. He didn't even bother to print out the ticket. He just said 1 minute. Went and got the coffee and brought it back. But the system is they print out a little ticket and then they say, please sit down. By the time you make it to the table, they're back at the counter saying, thank you for waiting, number 678. And it's not just for the coffee, it's for the crappy breakfast too. It's just so funny. They make people go sit down. By the time you get to the table, then you have to get up again. It's all about order. All right, so it's about 8 minutes and 45 seconds. Let's get to 9 minutes and then I'm gonna stop. I'm not gonna bother showing you how I order breakfast. You can watch my other videos. All right, so here's my breakfast Today I got stir-fried pork and vegetables, barley rice. You know what that sauce is? Tofu.
December.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so riverside, many cherry blossom.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's beautiful in the spring and the fall.
Yeah.
But I like now.
Ah, yeah, really? Oh, me too. Yeah.
아라샤마를 배경으로 은커피 사진을.
This is main street of Arashiyama. Yeah, there are many souvenir shops and many restaurants. Wagyu. Wagyu.
Wagyu.
Yeah, Wagyu. Sorry. Okay, the most famous temple. It's Tenryuji Temple.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a World Heritage. So this temple has long history, about 700 years old. This temple is very huge, over 20 acres.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah. This temple has the garden.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the garden is very beautiful.
Well, they're clearing the path for us.
Hello.
Hello. Okay, entering the bamboo grove. Telling you this is the way to travel. So I take a photo, I think. It's beautiful.
We will go this way.
Oh,
Okay, the private.
we have a special path.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for this guy pulling me up this hill.
Here is only rickshaw. Yeah. So nobody.
That's great.
Yeah. Japanese Shinto shrine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. there are many kinds of fortunes. So in this shrine, yeah, about so studies,
Mm-hmm.
and so too much money,
Uh-huh.
and so make baby,
Okay.
and so matchmaking. Yeah.
So you pray.
죄송해요. 죄송해요.
Poor guy, he's like pulling me up and down these hills, and then he has to ask people to move out of the way, and they're just so oblivious.
Excuse me. Guys,
These bamboo groves are huge.
excuse me. Thank you so much. Sorry, excuse me. Thank you. Excuse me. Sorry.
That was the guy with the snotty nose. Sorry. So I wasn't filming, but he said there are 600 kinds of bamboo in Japan. This is just one kind, and it grows to this height in about 2 months. It grows really fast. Well, that was even better than I thought. These guys are great. He was so sweet. His English was so good, like really good. He said he learned English by himself, watching YouTube. The best thing about it was I was above the crowds. They're all like, well, I'm laughing at you because you're down there with these crowds trying to get the picture, and we had our own little private pathway. So I'm going to this coffee shop, and I think that's it, Cafe Takahashi. So it was really fun. Got to see the bamboo forest. Passed a couple temples. They're beautiful. And yeah, it's sort of like you've seen one church, you've seen them all. I'm starting to feel that way about the temples. You've seen one temple, you've seen them all. And I know it's not true, and I'm being rude and disrespectful. But how many temples can you see? I've been here a really long time. So, but the coffee shop is a nice little treat. 200-year-old building. It's a very famous coffee shop. He said by the afternoon, there's a line to get in. So I am going to get there early. And there are signs telling me where to go. Cafe Takahashi. Nobody around. And I see the thatched roof. All right, so I'm gonna enjoy a nice little cup of coffee. And then he told me I could take the train to Tenzan No Yu. Train, bus, it's all the same. I think the bus stops right in front of it. I don't know where the train station is, but I'll do a little research while I'm drinking my coffee. Here we are. It's a former residence of the Kobayashi family. It was restored between 1979 and 1982. The building was constructed in 1809. All right, how do you get through this thing? Oh, they have a bakery too. Dangerous. A stone path. What am I supposed to do here? Ohayou gozaimasu. Just gonna walk down. Alright, so it's a pretty little place. Definitely not wait in line. When you first walk in, it smells like a bakery. So I was kind of hoping they had some nice pastries. They have sandwiches, panini, and different things. Lots of fancy little coffee drinks. So I just got a latte. It's really good. Starting to get crowded, so I'm starting to get agita. I'm gonna leave. Rant alert. So I'm sitting at this big table. The server sets up 2 glasses at the end of the table on the corner, so that 2 people could sit there kind of facing each other, right? So these 2 morons come in looking all confused. Their place is set. They didn't like it. So they moved the glasses so that the guy's now sitting right next to me, and the 2 of them are sitting at the table side by side. Like, why are you so stupid? You can't see that it was set for you in a very logical way to not only give me a little bit of privacy, but to allow you to face each other and converse. So what are you going to do? Sit there and like act like you're Olympic judges or something? All right, so I just finished my coffee and left. It was a The coffee was good. I'll give it that. It was a cute little place. If it were not overrun by you-know-who, tourists, it would be a cool place to just go and hang. They had some tatami mats so you could sit on the floor, and then also chairs at a table. And it looks like they had a couple little like private rooms and stuff. But I can't imagine standing in line to wait to get in there and then have to deal with those morons. So let me show you these statues. This is where we took one of my first photos today. So I read that there is a temple here that has like 500 statues or something, that was built to honor those who died without kin. I thought this was it. He said, no, here, I forget what he said. I don't know if I have it on camera. Here there are 70 maybe statues, but the other one is up the hill. All right, so I walk back out there. That's the river. And all the tourists are going to be there. I'm just going to walk along this street. These are so beautiful, though. They remind me of the Easter Island statues. It was funny, he would say things like, this restaurant is famous for tofu. Famous Japanese food. Do you know tofu? And he thought it was funny that I go to Yayoi-ken. So this is a tofu restaurant. Boiled tofu set meal. Sounds delicious. We had a good time, me and Hiro. I forget what his last name was, but he introduced himself as Hiro. Not as cute as the other guys that I've had, but he was very kind, entertaining, good English, and I got some great photos. Wait till you see the photo he took in the bamboo forest where he used the panorama. It's just amazing. Okay, so I'm gonna walk back to the station. I had to give him all my cash because my credit card wouldn't work. So I now only have 2,000 yen in my wallet. And unfortunately, most places take credit cards or Suica, but I don't like not having enough cash. So he said there's an ATM at the train station, and then I could take the train to Tenzan No Yu. So I'm going to do that. So if you're wondering about the price for the jinriksha, it was about $57 for 30 minutes. What was that? $2 a minute. And no tip, which is just the best thing, but also it feels so weird because you got this guy that's like working so hard. In any other country, they'd be standing there waiting for you to give them a tip. That's how they would earn their living. And here they're just taken care of. All right, I think this is the main road here. I asked him if there was a toilet nearby, so he took me to the office, kind of the depot, and showed me the door. It was a urinal. It's a good thing I only had to do number 1. But that was nice. He let me use their bathroom. All right. Well, hiccups have calmed down. Fingers crossed, I still feel agita I'm hoping that oh God, I shouldn't have talked about it. I'm hoping that a soak in a hot spring will help relax. One of them is good for circulation. All right, so I'm out on the main road now. There's the station. Cutie. Cucumber. Let's check out these little cookies here. He said they're really good. Famous from Arashiyama. So, I don't see any small boxes. Not sure what these are. Senju senbei. These are like little ice cream sandwiches. That's not what I want though. Alright, I guess they don't have little sample sizes. Okay. I don't know, it's such a pretty day today. I feel kind of weird going to a sento. He said it's going to be cold tomorrow. Wasabi peanuts. Yeah, I'm not going to hang out here. It's going to get really crowded. And I'm going to start complaining, so let me go relax in a hot tub. Alright, so there's a lot of stuff here at the station. Ice cream. More ice cream. All these. There's a bunch of restaurants. And of course, a lot of people. There's a foot spa. Alright, is this the train station? No. Getting on, I need to pay. Getting off, please pay. So the next train is at 10:43. Let's see if I can find an ATM. I can. I'm gonna be here forever. right, it's a cute little train. Those people in front of me, how long does it take to get money? It was so easy. One thing about the ATMs around the world, in Latin America, they'll ask you if you want to accept the conversion, say no. This ATM, they give you a choice between US dollars or Japanese yen. Choose yen. That gives you the latest, best rate. So these are just little scams that the banks will do to try to get extra money from you. So don't accept their conversion rate. Just choose the market rate. It will always be better. All right, so it's a cute little train, and I don't know how I pay when I get off. Looks like there's a little machine there. I'm going 4 stops. Such a cute little train. Well, that was easy and pleasant, but I have no idea where I am. So, let me check my map. It's such a nice day today. All right, I know where I am. So if you are taking the train, on the train, you're walking across the tracks to Sanjodori. And then the bus stop is right up here. We're going to see a big supermarket. And then it's right past the supermarket. Uniqlo. There's the bus stop to go back. The bus stop I got off at before, somewhere around here. Supermarket, and then right next to the supermarket is Tenzan No Yu. Sure who has the right of way here. I was taking his cue. So literally right next to the supermarket. All right, I'm not going to record this whole procedure here, but you go in, take off your shoes, put them in a little locker, bring your locker key to the desk. They give you a new key. Ask you if I have any tattoos. No tattoos allowed. It's lunchtime, so I'm gonna try this grilled toast Atka mackerel. I think this is Russia. Is it in Russia? I don't know how to say it. Oh my God. Viewer, I hope you appreciate the things I do for you. So I just survived an hour of Korean torture. I named names. I gave up all the state secrets. No, it wasn't that bad. It's very interesting. Arigato. So I checked in here at the sento onsen, and then I asked about massage. So for massage, you have to go over. There's another little desk. So I went over there. I said I want a massage. So she kind of showed me the menu. And then I said, can I get a body scrub? So she flipped the menu over. Body scrub was on the other side. I said, can I get both? And she said, well, no, because the massage is there. There are massage rooms. And the body scrub is done in the wet area. So I said, okay, all right, just a massage then. So this little woman came running over. I don't know where she came from. It's a good thing she did. She intervened. So I don't know how she knew what I wanted, but she knew exactly what I wanted. So there was a combo. That was a body scrub and massage. So perfect. So I asked for 60 minutes. I have some ice oolong cha. I asked for 60 minutes. She was trying to talk me into 90 minutes. I know, I can't. I mean, I knew the scrub was going to be torture. I didn't know how torturous it would be. So it was perfect. Perfect timing. I was checking in at 11. I'm watching the news. It's like the same news that was on the other day. There's some big sinkhole somewhere. So I was checking at 11. My massage was scheduled for 11:30. They recommended that you soak in a hot tub for 20 minutes beforehand to warm up your body. So perfect. So I went in 11:30. It was a woman, Korean woman. I could tell she was Korean by her face, and also she smelled like garlic, but Japanese. Korean Japanese. So I don't know what the situation is now, but when I was here 30 years ago, it was like the third generation of Koreans that were here in Japan. They had been brought over forcibly. It's kind of like slaves. Were never granted citizenship. They had to carry a identification card. They were Korean, not Japanese. So I don't know exactly what that meant in terms of like voting rights and things like that, but it was obviously second-class citizenship status, and I don't know if that's changed. I meant to ask ChatGPT before I made this video, but I forgot. So anyway, she was Korean. So she started with the scrub. First she rubbed lotion on my body. I was like, oh, this is not going to be that bad. And then she had something on her hands, which would be like the harshest grade sandpaper you could find. And she started scrubbing my legs. I was like, oh my God. Trying to breathe. It was okay. Then she kind of turned my leg out and was rubbing the inside of my thigh. And at that point I said, itai. It hurt. So she was great. She went and changed her gloves to a lighter grade sandpaper, so it wasn't as bad. And she scrubbed my whole body, front and back. One funny thing, I was on this like vinyl massage table. It's like all wet, soapy and slippery. And she kept having me turn over. I was like, I'm gonna slide off this damn table and break my neck. So while I was on my back, she was scrubbing I was on my stomach, she was scrubbing my back. She tapped me on the shoulder and she pointed to the massage table. There was a heap of dead skin that she had scrubbed off of me. So, and then after that, so it was like 30 minutes, then she gave me a massage. She threw this like steaming hot towel on me. It's like one torture after another. I felt like I was being waterboarded at a certain point. I got a facial. She washed my hair, scrubbed my head. So my skin is so smooth right now. It's unbelievable how smooth it is. It's just like, you know, these little things. This is not about beauty. This is about health. You know, it's like stimulating the skin and circulation and lymph and all of that. And soaking in these baths. It's just all so healthy. And the food is also healthy. So it was fun. I was glad it was over. A little weird having a woman, at least she put a little towel on my naughty bits. Unlike in Bali, they just have you like out there. So I guess that's it for now. I just ordered lunch. I ordered mackerel, so I'm gonna have a healthy lunch, rest a little bit, and then go soak a little bit more before I take the bus home. I feel pretty good. My stomach, I could feel like kind of a little gassy, like wanting to hiccup again. So we'll see what happens after I eat. But I noticed that the hot spring that I was in, there are 2 natural springs here, and then there's just a hot bath indoors. So outdoors, there's a golden spring, they call it Ginkaku. And it's iron, it's really iron rich, it's really brown. I forget exactly what it's good for. Anemia, I forget what else. And then the next to that is a clear one, is the silver spring. It's good for skin conditions and digestion and sleep and stress and all kinds of stuff. That's actually my favorite one. A lot of people seem to just do the indoor one, which is like basically just a hot bath. There's a sauna, there's a cold bath. There's kind of like a foot bath thing. So really great. I love this place. I'm in the restaurant now. It's quiet. It's quieter here today than when I came last week because I came a little bit later. So I think the old guys come first thing in the morning and then go home and eat lunch. So it's a little bit quieter now, which is great. And then it probably gets busy again towards the evening. All right, so I'm just going to chill out here and wait for my food. I'll let you see what I have for lunch. All right, food's here. So we got some grilled mackerel, some little side dishy, miso soup, some egg, pickles, and rice. All right, dig in. Well, bad news. The hiccups came back, as I feared after lunch. So now I'm tasting mackerel. Anyway, in spite of that, it was a very nice day. I had a really good time today. Arashiyama was fun. The jinriksha was perfect. It was a beautiful day. The onsen was really nice. Oh, my skin is so smooth and soft, healthy. And I'm ready for a nap. So I'm at the bus stop, waiting for the bus. Should be here in about 4 minutes. I'm telling you, public transportation here is amazing. We rarely have to wait more than 4 or 5 minutes for anything. I mean, a bus, can you imagine? Waiting 4 minutes for a bus in San Francisco, forget it. BART is like 20 minutes. Okay, I'm going on a rant, never mind. I had a beautiful day. Lunch was great. Breakfast was great. Everything was really good. So tomorrow's my last full day here. Oh, here's the 11th. I'm going to take this bus. I just had a fight. No, I didn't have a fight, but oh my god, these fucking tourists. So that was the longest bus ride ever. I should have probably waited for the 66. I knew the 11 came to my neighborhood, but it really went all over the place. And it was standing room only, so I had to stand. I had the hiccups. They've stopped now since I had a fight. So we got to Kawaramachi Shijo. Where I just got off. A bunch of people started lining up. Usually, is this the way I want to go? Usually, they kind of want you to wait until the bus stops. But anyway, people started lining up, so I got up. So a guy was in front of me. I stood up. Next thing I know, this woman pushed me and did this cute little like run to get in front of me. And then she looked at me and she said, "We're together," in English. I said, "Okay, we're all getting off. You don't have to push." She said, "I didn't push you." I said, "You kind of did." That was my fight. I mean, what are you going to call it if somebody's standing and you bump into them to get them out of your way so that you could stand in front of them? Isn't that pushing? Or did I forget how to use English since I've been in Japan? Anyway, that was exciting. But seriously, people, there were 3 other tourists sitting in the priority seat. All these old people getting on. 2 old guys made them get up. Made 2 of them get up. But then another one just sat there. A woman got on with a service dog, and one of the guys that was sitting in the priority seats petting the dog. Just like, don't they teach you any manners where you come from? So, back to my wonderful day. I had a really nice time at Arashiyama. Where the hell am I? I know I'm on Teramachi Dori, but I have no idea where I am. Anyway, I had a really nice time at Arashiyama. The jinriksha was great. Yeah, I've been through this already. So that's it. That's my penultimate day here. Oh, There's Wendy's. I'm all the way at the other end of Teramachi Dori. I know where I am now. So it was a good day. I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. I was thinking maybe I'll go to Ginkakuji. I'm going to research it and see what it would take for me to get there, and if there's anything else nearby that I might see that's a little bit off the beaten path. It is really, for me, it's kind of one of the more famous images of Kyoto. So it's a golden temple. I'll take a selfie in front of it. Unless, I got a discount card from my rickshaw driver. I should check and see where else they go. He said it's going to be cold tomorrow, but I got a 10% discount. So maybe I'll do another rickshaw tour somewhere. All right. Italian goodbye, signing off. I'm going to end this right here, right now. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time in Papa's Kitchen on the road. Johnny, bye-bye.